Hi world, my name is Naya and I'm super excited about this week's vlog, Wisdom with Naya, in which we talk about an excerpt from the book on page 49. And what's fun about this week is that the excerpt that I'm actually going to talk about relates to a party I just came from. So I'm going to tell you about how it all comes together. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This vlog follows my journey as I read the book, The Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey. It's an incredible book that really helps people to find their true purpose in life, to learn to be reflective and find out what spirituality means to them and how it connects to who they are and who they want to be in their life. And I just love this book. It came at such an important time in my life, and so I was so excited about it. I decided to create a vlog that follows my journey, that talks about things in the book that touched me, and hopefully what I talk about, what I read, can hopefully touch someone else. And again, feel free to comment in the YouTube section, follow me on Instagram at curlytop118, or find me on Facebook, Naya Wright. And if you ever want to message me or DM me about anything that I say and how it relates to you, or you want to have dialogue about it, I am more than welcome to do that. So this week we're going to talk about page 49, The Power of I Am. And it was Oprah talks about this power of I am that was first heard from Pastor Joel, and she explained how she was on the set of the movie The Butler, and she was at a place where she was so exhausted, they had such crazy long hours, and she heard the sermon and the power of I am, and it just changed her whole perspective. And she decided to, instead of being, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, she said, I can get through this last night. I can muster up enough energy, and how much the power of I am helped her, in finishing that shoot. And so I'm going to read a little bit about it, and then we'll talk about it. So Pastor Joel says, I don't think we realize that what follows I am, we're inviting into our life. You say, I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm lonely. You've invited that in. So the principle is to turn it around and invite what you want into your life. Oprah says, so whatever follows I am will eventually find you. Pastor Joel says, yeah. And I think a lot of times you're going to say how you feel. I am lonely, I am tired. There's a balance to it. I don't think you're denying the facts. Otherwise, I'm just hiding my head in the sand. It's not so much that, it's just not magnifying the negative. And so that's again on page 49, a conversation between Pastor Joel and Oprah. And what I love so much about that excerpt in that passage, this power of I am, I think it's so often that when you are tired or, you're sad or you're lonely, you kind of sit around and you're just like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so you say it out loud and you speak it. And the fact that he was able to say there's a balance, I don't think it's ever right to not acknowledge when you're feeling something, whether it's sadness or anger or loneliness. It's okay, I think, to stand in that and to be okay to admit that that's how you feel, to acknowledge your feelings, not to judge yourself for feeling that way. But at a certain point, it's one thing to acknowledge and another thing to magnify. So if you're constantly saying it, I'm lonely, I'm sad, I'm tired, if you constantly keep saying those things, you're magnifying such a negative aspect of life. Whereas if you speak positive things into your life, I am strong, I am resilient, I am passionate about my work, I am confident. When you speak those things, you start to believe them and you start to speak them into existence. And I personally think that's true, because I've noticed many times where I'm sitting around the house and I'm bored. I'm just like, I'm bored. Oh, cricket. Like, is there anything else for me to do? And I'm saying I'm bored instead of saying, I'm going to go out today, or I'm going to do something new, or I'm going to not be bored. It's like you have to speak what you want into the world. And I truly believe that. And the way that kind of relates to what I did today is I went to this vision board party. Shout out to Maureen for inviting me. It was so much fun. And basically a vision board party is you get a group of people together, as big or as small as you'd like, and you all kind of sit down, or at least this is the one that I went to today. I don't know if that's like the general rule, but I went to it today, and it was about 6 to 8 very amazing, incredible women that I got a chance to meet. And we sat down and we talked about what our goals were. We went around the room, just kind of talked about who we were, what our greatest accomplishments were, and where we want to go in life. And then after that, we split up and we started working on our vision board. And there were magazines and markers and glitter and all these different things that help you construct your vision board, including a board. And so another thing too to keep in mind when you create this board is to keep half of it blank, because you want to continuously add things. And vision boards, the way that it was explained at this party, is for the year. So, it's great to have long-term goals, 5 years, 10 years, wherever you want to be. But I think it's really important. And what the vision board party does, it focuses on the year ahead. So it focuses on, what things in the next 3 months, the next 6 months do you want to accomplish, and you keep half the board blank, or how much blankness you want to keep. So you can add things throughout the year, because every day we're growing and we're constantly learning new things we want to do with ourselves and with our lives. So, yes. So I'm going to give you a little peek at my board and tell you a little bit about it. Look who popped up. Oprah. Yeah. I was going through magazines and I was like, oh, this picture, but this isn't big enough. I need a bigger picture of Oprah. And Beyonce, of course. So on this side of the board, I put together people who I admire, people that I look up to, and that I strive to be because of different components of their life. I have the lovely First Lady, or former First Lady, Michelle Obama, on a cover of Vogue, which is a dream of mine to be on one day. But her class and her strength, I think, is something that I definitely admire. I have the beautiful, powerful Serena Williams, who her strength and her resilience and her passion is so strong and so infectious, is again something that I look up to and that I want to strive to be. We have the Queen, Oprah, who, obviously I'm reading her book and it's already has such an impact on my life, but she preaches so much, talks so much about, loving yourself and being very in tune with who you are spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. And I think it's so important. And the fact that she uses her platform in such a positive way that reaches everyone, whether you're black, white, straight, gay, wherever you fall in life, she reaches human beings and she connects, and I think that's such a beautiful thing. Okay, so I want to be an actress as my dream, and Meryl is one of the most incredible actresses of all time, and unfortunately there wasn't a bigger picture of her. I wish that there was, and there wasn't one of Viola Davis anywhere in the magazine that I was looking at. I gotta bring some more, but yeah, so her picture's tiny, but that's just because I couldn't find a big one. But Meryl's great, and I love her. And then obviously Beyonce. I think she speaks my language. She's so cricket. I get so passionate to talk about Beyonce because she's such a powerful force, and she's so about women, and she's so about empowering women. And I, as a young girl from East Orange, New Jersey, who didn't come from a lot but had big dreams, I think it's so important to surround yourself with people who are passionate, surround yourself with people who help to lift you up and help to build you up, and to have her who's a role model for me as someone who uplifts women, whose main tenet of her career is to help women and to teach them and help them grow. I think it's so powerful, and all of these women are just such boss ladies, and who doesn't want to be a boss lady? Like, let's be real. And then also too, if you've never seen the movie Inside Out, Joy is one of my favorite characters of my friend group. I'm Joy because I'm just overly positive and overly happy, if you didn't notice. But what I loved about this movie is that, if you haven't seen it, it's all these emotions inside of an 11-year-old girl's head. And we see, everyone wants to be happy. No one consciously says, I want to be sad. But we learn that without fear, without happiness, without fear, without anger, without sadness, you don't get joy. And so it's about how all these emotions work together. I think it's such a beautiful thing. And then here I have, surround yourself with people who see the greatness within you. And I think that's so important, because I feel as though it's so important to surround yourself with people who not only see the greatness within you, but help to bring it out within you. You want people who are passionate about their own different things in life, but also who want to see you grow and want to see you be great. You don't want to surround yourself with people who want to see you fail. That just is not smart. And I think you learn a lot from people who can see the greatness in you. You learn a lot from people who help to bring that out in you. But you just learn a lot from people, and I think it's always important to have a good circle of people. And that includes friends. I always believe with friends, it's quality over quantity. You don't need 100 friends. I think you need a good 5 that are solid human beings and good people who believe in your values. And, again, I always say, I don't think your friend should be exactly like you, because who wants to hang out with themselves 24/7? But I think they should have, similar, they should have things about them that you can connect with. And then with whatever your differences are, it's something you guys can teach each other. And I think that's a beautiful thing as well. Family is so important. I surround myself. Unfortunately, I'm not close to my family. They're all in Jersey, and I live out here in LA. But they're my constant they're always in my head. I wouldn't be who I am right now without them, and I'm so appreciative of everyone in my life who has helped me to become the woman I am today, especially my mama. She's my best friend in the whole wide world, and she's the strongest woman I know. She's an incredible philanthropist, mother, a sister, wife, daughter. I mean, she just is an incredible human being, and she is taking over the world, and I'm so proud of her. And then in the middle, I'm gonna see if I can do this. So also too, one day I will have my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I just really want to talk about that. But yeah, so that's something that I definitely want in my future, and to see it is so incredible for me. It's like I got to keep pushing until I can get that one day. And the Hollywood Reporter, comedy history, my best friend and comedy partner, Cal. I'm going to put a picture of us down here. It's where empty space is, but, you know, I do comedy with Cal, and he's my best friend, and he's taught me a lot just about this industry, about how to be a better person, how to be the most authentic version of myself, and it wouldn't be a vision board if he wasn't on it, so I'm going to get him on it very soon. And then I have a circle of kids. I think the children are our future, and I know that's like the biggest cliche you could ever hear, but it's so true. They literally are our future. So I want to get involved more with talking to middle school and high school students and young people, and letting them know that they have to believe, they have to dream, they have to push themselves, and not let anyone tell them that they're not good enough, because they are good enough. No matter where you come from, no matter, you know, your zip code, the color of your skin, you deserve to fight for your dreams, and you deserve to get the chance to fight for those dreams. So that's something I want to do in this year. I also want to buy myself a really nice watch. You know, I've been working, one of my goals. Also to just have a really nice house. I run like a really huge house one day so I can just fill it up with my family. And I'm like slowly trying to convince everyone in my family to move to LA. I don't know why it's that hard, because LA's the bomb. But yeah, so a very nice house would be amazing with a beautiful pool, because all my family can stay there. And my little brother, who is like one of the lights of my life, he loves the water, and so it'll be a fun place for him to hang out. And then also, so I've been on my fitness grind, trying really hard to be just healthy within my mind, my body, all that jazz. And so I just put some motivation up here, some healthy foods and salad, a fabulous young lady with some great abs. I've never had abs before in my life. It is a goal to get them. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen, because it just will happen. And then I have the lovely Kim K, because, you know, her body's fabulous as well. And then just some quick quotes that I have, not quotes, but sayings. My philosophy is the best is yet to come. I think it's great. Hydration, the key to skin that glows from within. I really am all about like kind of making sure my skin is get it right, get it tight kind of thing. It hasn't been the easiest thing to do. Drink a lot of water, I hear, helps. I got to do more of that. And then yeah, just a beautiful life. I also have movies up here. But yeah, so that's my vision board so far, and the rest over here is blank, obviously, because I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I'm still gonna add things that I want to do this year. You know, before the year ends, I just started my first lead role in a short film, which was so exciting and so exhilarating. And I talked a little bit about it on my first vlog. And actually next year I might be doing another one that I'm very excited about. Not going to say too much about it, just to see how everything unfolds. But that would be incredible if I can, you know, make another movie next year and just keep pushing and going after my dreams. And I have to remember what was said in the book by Pastor Joel. I am worthy. I am strong. I am resilient. I am passionate. I am capable. And I think it's so important to say those I ams, and to fill yourself with love and joy, and surround yourself with people who fill you with love and joy. See the greatness within you. Find people that you see the greatness within them. Help build them up and stay a community. And so yeah, so if you haven't never been to a vision board party, go to a vision board party. Have one, throw with some of your friends. I only knew one person who invited me to the party, but the other girls I didn't know, and they were such great women and with such beautiful stories and so much strength and so many dreams and aspirations, and it was such a great environment. So you don't have to get a group of people who know each other. Get people who don't know each other. Help to build people's circles and things of that nature. So that is this week's vlog. So again, the message of this week is just use the power of I am. Say what you are, speak it into existence, and don't be ashamed or afraid to dream big and to create a vision board as broad and as beautiful as you possibly can. So thank you guys for tuning in, and until next week, this was Wisdom with Naya. Bye.